of Police Affairs renewed Hope Police Agenda Citizens Town Hall engagement on Nigeria Together. According to the governor, the state government, through Lagos State Security Trust Fund, has contributed positively towards equipping security personnel in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was part of the panelists at the event, said the ability to deploy technology would enable tracking of security challenges. The governor called for more involvement of citizens in security issues through partnership with security operatives to secure the various communities.
Encouraging installing smart cameras all around the city. We believe that these cameras will help us also be able to see what is happening in the community, and they are all connected with our command and control center. I will share, we continue to share all of our intelligence with Lagos State Police Command and other force responders in the state. Let me once again commend the Minister of State, the top national and police for organizing this town hall meeting and for bringing all the stakeholders here this afternoon. We want to commend the effort of Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is also our pride out of Lagos. We believe in him as the president of our country.
On his part, Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun said Lagos State was chosen as the host of the first renewed Hope Agenda Citizens Town Hall engagement based on its social, political, economic importance and the need to feel the pulse of Lagosians on security concerns in diverse ways. Stakeholders agreed that the engagement on community policing would lead to a safer Nigeria and encourage increased collaboration as people engage in meaningful dialogue while enhancing the safety as well as security of lives and property. The federal government has called for robust and adequate policing implementation to achieve the 2030 education agenda. Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Education, Andrew Adejo, stated this at the opening ceremony of the 67th National Council on Education meeting in Lagos, with the theme Addressing the Challenges of Policy Implementation, a panacea for the achievement of Education 2030 agenda. According to him, despite the challenges facing the sector, it is important for stakeholders in education to build a system that delivers a strong foundation for lifelong learning and using education as a tool for national development. Adejo, who was represented by the Director, Educational Planning and Research and Development of the Ministry, Uju Anibogu, explained that the theme of the meeting is apt in view of the well-crafted policies that are faced with ineffective implementation in the sector.
We must all commit to putting our best to ensure that programs are delivered appropriately to reach the desired beneficiary. Esteemed delegates, to make policies more concrete and valuable, policy implementers, curriculum developers, curriculum planners, and policy makers must imbibe realistic policies that the country's education makes them less dependent on others for survival.
Speaking at the event, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu said it has become expedient to reposition the education policy by making and implementing strategy to deliver graduate students who will blend with the labor market demands. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by the Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, added that every education stakeholder must strive to work at ensuring self-reliant youths are produced through the state and national educational system.
I seize this opportunity to remind us all, as career professionals, to expand our thoughts and strive to produce self-reliant youth through our educational system. We must re-engineer and reposition our educational policies formulation, implementation, and of course, monitoring strategy in ensuring a sustainable education delivery in Nigeria.
Governor Sanwo-Olu said the theme of the NCE meeting was an avenue to create and collaborate towards enhancing quality of teaching and learning that would provide more refined educational models and prefer lasting solutions to the challenges of policy formulation in the education sector. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASMA, has flagged off the year 2023 Ember Month's Public Enlightenment and Safety Advocacy Campaign with the newly launched LASMA Female Elite Corps. This is as the festive season approaches and the spate of commercial activities among the motoring public increases. In a press statement, LASMA said the safety of lives and property is paramount to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration, noting that the Ember Months Advocacy Campaign is an annual event designed to engage the minds of the motoring public on the need to be safety conscious and have respect for other road users. Acting General Manager of the agency, Olalekan Bakare Oki, stated that traffic law enforcement officers are friends of the public, while the behavioral attitude of most drivers is what makes them regularly apprehended. Bakare Oki urged both private and commercial bus drivers to imbibe an attitudinal change while behind the steering wheel. Also speaking during the Enlightenment campaign, the coordinator of LASMA Female Elite Corps, Biola Aino, admonished the commuting public not to allow the prevailing commercial boost, which is occasioned by high volume of vehicular movement during this festive season, to override public safety on the roads. Now to the rest of the stories. The Minister of Youths, Jamila Biu Ibrahim, says the involvement of youths in the energy transition agenda is important. Jamila Biu Ibrahim also stressed the need to equip youths with adequate knowledge and opportunities in a bid to foster a greener future. Biu Ibrahim spoke during the launch of the Youth Vault Africa, organized by the Green Energy Mission Africa at the Conference of Parties 28 in the United Arab Emirates. The minister added that Youth Vault Africa is a transformative initiative designed to equip African youth with the necessary knowledge, skills and resources to actively contribute to Africa's energy transition. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board says candidates for its direct entry examination will from 2024 undertake cognitive and verbal reasoning tests. The registrar, Ishak Oloyede, reiterated this during a virtual meeting with commissioners of education of the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Oloyede said it is an intelligent test that will measure the candidates' current cognitive skills and would not be the usual subjects, noting that the direct entry registration will be restricted to only JAMB offices nationwide. Now to foreign news. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has met his Vietnamese counterpart Nguyen Phu Trong on a state visit to Vietnam, exalting the historic friendship between the two communist-run neighbors. Trong visited Beijing a year ago and was given China's top medal for foreign dignitaries, with Xi describing the relationship as one between comrades and brothers. Vietnam is expected to announce its intention to join Xi's Community of Common Destiny, a Sino-centric, largely symbolic conception which is viewed widely as a challenge to the prevailing US-led global order. In our sports, Super Eagles and Napoli striker Victor Oteri has won the 2023 CAF Player of the Year award to become the first Nigerian African best in 24 years. The award was last won by Nwankwo Kanu in 1999. Super Falcons forward Asisat Oshoala also claimed a record-extending 6th Women's Player of the Year as the most successful women's player in Africa. Osime and Oshoala's triumphs capped a brilliant night for Nigeria after Super Falcons goalkeeper Chiamaka Nnadozie won the Women's Goalkeeper of the Year, while the Falcons was also named the Women's Team of the Year. That ends our news at 10. Just before we go, stay alive. Make use of pedestrian bridges where available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration deployed traffic lights and CCTV cameras in strategic places in the state? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will on Wednesday present the year 2024 budget before the Lagos State House of Assembly. The Minister of Youth, Jamila Biu Ibrahim, said the involvement of youth in the energy transition agenda is important. We also told you that Chinese leader Xi Jinping has met his Vietnamese counterpart Nguyen Vu Trong on a state visit to Vietnam, exalting the historic friendship between the two communist-run neighbors. And in sports, Super Eagles and Napoli striker Victor Oteri has won the 2023 CAF Player of the Year award to become the first Nigerian African best in 24 years, as Super Falcons forward Asisato Shola claimed a record-extending 60th Women's Player of the Year as the most successful women's player in Africa. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to newsroom@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.
Think of great music. Think of transportation experts discussing issues. Think of government policies well spelled out. Think of traffic reports on your frequency every 10 minutes. Think no more. You have your sure bet here for these and more. Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM. Moving Lagos forward.
Rwanda is visa-free for Nigerians. Book your ticket with Rwanda Air and fly in safety and comfort from Lagos and Abuja to Kigali. For more information, please contact us on 012-799-018 or 0701-00-01531 or 0907-777-8620 or send an email to sales.lagos@rwandair.com or sales.abuja@rwandair.com.
Rwanda, fly the dream of Africa.
This message is brought to you by Mike Frost and Lagos Traffic Radio, 96.1 FM.
Obey the rules and regulations of the road for your own safety. Know the drive like say you get extra life for house. If you go, you don't go be that. The people know for see you again be that. Why you they follow one way when you day on call and you know say you don't drink beer before? Save your life, take them easy. Obey traffic laws. Know the rules, follow the rules. And the rules will protect you. Know the rules, follow the rules. The rules will protect you. You better make you late than make you late. Life no get back to. If you drink, don't drive. If you must.
This is Flight Schedule brought to you by Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM.
Thank you for staying here. This is Flight Schedule. We'll begin with Max Airline. Max Airline will take her from Lagos to Kano today at 6:25 p.m. You can also fly Arik Air from Lagos to Abuja at 11:55 a.m. And the next flight will leave at 2:20 p.m. Lagos to Port Harcourt will leave at 10:40 a.m. and 5:10 p.m. later this evening. Arik Air would also leave Lagos for Warri at 2 p.m. For Ibom Air, you can fly Lagos to Abuja at 10 a.m., 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. later this evening, and Ibom Air would also leave Lagos for Enugu at 3 p.m. Lagos to Uyo takes off at 1:30 p.m. and 6:15 p.m. later this evening, and for